Hello again, everyone. I am so stoked. I was going through the garage recently, talking with Cooney, and noticed a box. Not just any box, but a very familiar box with a lot of familiar skate videos. This is my childhood right here in this box. These are all the motivational skate videos that I grew up watching over the last 20 years of skateboarding. This is from like 99 to 2006. Those are my core 7 years of skateboarding, 8 years of skateboarding solid, sponsored, dedicated everything I had to skateboarding. And what motivated me? The people I was around and these videos. So I thought maybe I could just go through a couple of the videos, maybe all of them, you know, just a little quick recap of each one. So let's dig in. The first ever skate video I had seen was Trilogy, but the most inspirational videos ever to me I loved were 411 Video Magazine. This is issue number 36. This is Andrew Reynolds on the cover. The first ever 411 video I had ever seen was issue 34, May, June 99. It's right when I first started skating. I fell in love from that moment with the day in the lives and the board setup and the roomies and just all kinds of cool stuff. Road trips, we got rookies. You know, seeing the day in the life of a skateboarder was really cool. In this issue specifically, you got a day in the life with Ronnie Krieger, a wizard on the skateboard, and a really nice guy in real life. Really rad dude. Speaking of 411s, I love them so much that I found a reissue of the very first 411 magazine with Jeremy Ray doing a 180 nose grind on this gnarly ledge. It's crazy. This is from July, August of 93. I hadn't even begun skating, not even close yet. 6 years before I started skating, but it's epic. There's such good stuff in there. Eric Costin profile, back when he was just like a little dude. Super rad. We got issue 49 of 411 here. This is Paul Machinow. One of the best frontside nose slides down a rail like I've ever seen. Him and Moses Zitkonen, they're my favorite frontside nose slides. It's one of my favorite tricks to do. Solid video. We got the Best Of series. This is Best Of Volume 8. So this is issues 42 to 47. Really cool. It's got like a day in the life with Day One song. Everybody knows Day One song. Another wizard on the skateboard. We got issue 44, JB Gillet on the cover. Switch frontside flip over the picnic table. Super dope. Super dope. Really good issue. This has a Wheels of Fortune with Tosh Townend, if anybody remembers him. Super good when he was a kid. And then I'm not sure what happened after he grew up, but I hope he's doing well. We got a checkup with Rick McCrank after his ankle injury. Super good one. Here we got issue 52, Tony Trujillo on the front cover. And we got Danny Montoya with a switch crook on the back. Pretty good issue. Double issue of 44. It was that good. One of my favorite issues of 411 ever. Issue 50, Good as Gold, Jamie Thomas. And we got Kenny Hughes on the back. This issue is so good. It's got a day in the life with Jamie Thomas, a 5 questions with Tony Hawk, a pro setup with Chad Muska. It's such a good part. And it's just like that time where Muska like had already hit all of his fame, and it's like, you know, past the Cadillac Muscalade, he's got like the iMac, and he's making music, and he's setting up his board, and he's got the nice circus on. It's pretty good. And then it's got 50 of the greatest openers ever. And then Private Property with Steve Barra's skate park. This is before the Barracks. The Barracks have been around for a long time. This issue itself is literally not a time, but it was probably around 2002. Solid issue. Issue 56, super dope. We got Matt Pales and Matt Rodriguez, roomies, here in Sacramento, skating all the spots that I see every day. Was really cool to see that. These dudes are also really nice in person. I just seen Matt Rodriguez literally the other day down 16th Street when I was riding home on my Giant at a stoplight and just said what's up as he was driving his car. It was really cool. Really nice dudes. Issue 57, one of the best styles, one of my personal favorite styles. Nate Jones, really rad dude in person, carefree, fun-loving, solid style. Great issue. Issue 43, we got Jesse Paez on the cover, I believe. Pretty rad. And we got Huff, one of the best ollies. Just timeless style. The Huff, really rad dude. He actually sold me a pair of his DVS's once at Huff. He was in the back and he had heard us talking to the guy at the front, and he came out, he's like, hey dude, what size are you? I have a pair in the back. I was so pumped. He gave me for like 40 bucks, like $100 shoes. Like, really rad dude. Hooked it up. I was so stoked because my shoes had complete holes in them. So thanks, Huff. One of my favorite videos, not a 4-on-1, Logic 4. Richard Mulder's notorious part in this is so good. He does this crazy hard flip that just like baffled me. I didn't even realize it was a hard flip when I first seen it, but later found out that it was. At the time this video came out, I wasn't super duper good at skating, so I wasn't familiar with all of the tricks. Solid video. Next, we got a Logic 5, another great video. We got a Gershon Mosley and James Craig, who happens to be one of my favorite skateboarders. James Craig, really rad dude. I always loved his personality and his bag of tricks that came along. Logic 7. Our good friend Greg's in Logic 7. Greg is such a rad dude. He just has a couple tricks in there. We went out and stayed at his house skating in LA. Very accommodating, just super kind, peaceful dude. I'm gonna say this next one is the absolute best video in the box. Probably one of the best videos ever in the world. Video number 10 from Transworld. It's Modus Operandi. Mark Johnson skates to Build to Spill. That video part, to this day, is just epic. He's put out some really good parts since, but the way that whole part went together, fire. While we're on the really good video train, if anybody remembers this, PJ Ladd's Wonderful Hollow Life. PJ Ladd blew everyone's mind when this video came out, hands down. And everyone remembers Jeremy Rogers before he got into drugs. Still a rad dude, but very normal, hyper Jeremy Rogers as a kid in this video. Cinnagraph, I remember buying this at a skate shop because it was really cheap. I don't really remember it fully. On Skateboarding, another really good video series. Mr. Brian Lottie crushes it. Back in the day, it was like 92. Brian Lottie's part is crazy. Back on one of the best videos ever, In Bloom, Paul Rodriguez, Evan Hernandez, Tony Trujillo, the kids, the future of skateboarding right here in this one video. It's so good. If you've never seen In Bloom, you gotta watch it. The videos are quite stacking now. We got a Thrasher video, Go for Broke. This is a pretty good video. I always like Thrasher's raw, just raw everything. Thrasher is raw. It's so good. I had a subscription to Thrasher for years. I was even in Thrasher a few times, which was really cool. I don't know if I have any of that to show you guys, but I'll check before I go in the house. Maybe I still have the magazine. Really rad. Super good video. I would say one of my favorite Thrasher videos is a Firing Squad. Dan Hobel crushes it in here. Another really rad dude to meet in person. Super fun to skate. Everyone knows him for having a cigarette in his mouth when he skates. The dude is rad. If you grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, then you know everybody knows about Shorties. This is Guilty. It's got all of the Shorties crew. Steve Olson, super rad dude. Super good video. This was right after I was born. Search for Animal Chin. This is a classic. Tony Hawk, Steve Cab, Tommy Guerrero. Everybody was really young at this point. This is when the first legends were being born. One of the most cinematic videos I've ever seen. Birdhouse, The End. So good. Rick McCrank's part. Heath Kirchart, Jeremy Klein, Tony Hawk does the loop. It's so good. And last but not least, speaking of cinematic, we're gonna go into Spike Jones for our ender. Girl Skateboards, yeah right. This video came out in 2003. I remember Cooney and a bunch of us, we stocked up into 2 cars. I drove, Cooney drove, and we went to Fresno, California, which is about 2.5 hours away, and we went to the Girl Skateboards, yeah right video premiere. It was off the charts. It was so packed, it was sold out. Everybody that I've met that is in this video is just always full of stoke. It's so cool to see people just putting everything they love into something great like this, and then looking at it 16 years later and realizing how great of a video it still is. And on an end note, I got a mini DV tape. This is tape 6 from my video that I made before all of my friends graduated from high school in 2003. This is tape 6 out of about 14. I don't know how many I have left. I wish I had a mini DV player so I can go back through these and show you guys some of the old skateboarding stuff. I would love to see the footage from this. This footage is about 17 years old. And I'm gonna just hang on to it until I come across somebody with a mini DV player that I can plug into the computer and put some footage on. See if it still works. Yeah, that's everything I got in my box. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below what your favorite skate videos were as a kid, or if you did skateboard, or if you have any questions about my videos. If you want to buy these videos, I'll sell you the whole box. We'll work out a deal. But if not, then it's cool. I'll just hang on to them and I'll just have them like a pack rat. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.